Hey everybody, it's Audrey Byrne from Audrey Lynn Studios on the west coast of Canada near Vancouver. So today I'm going to fire pottery, glaze fire pottery with the mini kiln from Vevor. I'm going to do the first firing at a cone 6 like I'd never seen anybody else's videos. I have two charts on my website. One is I think an Orton cone chart, and the other is a degrees chart. So what degrees it is at cone 6, what degrees at cone 5, and they'll be on my website, and I'll link them in the description below. The Vevor mini kiln goes up to 1200 Celsius. Cone 6 is 1220 Celsius. So we're just going to take it right up to the 1200 first and see what happens. Okay, here are the mugs that I have. Oh, well, I mean, they're not all mugs. Some of these don't have handles. So they've all been glazed the same. I used 2 times honey flux and 1 time river birch with stroke and coat on the rim, and then on the inside is 3 times honey flux. Now these 3 here, 1, 2, 3, they're 370 white stoneware, and these ones are, I believe, speckled 340S. I threw them a while ago, made them a while ago, and I'm not quite sure, but I think they're both speckled. So what we're going to do is start with a white stoneware one, because the 1200 Celsius is pretty darn hot. Okay, I've got the kiln plugged in, and I have this grounded outlet on the outside of my house. Now, if you're going to use an extension cord, make sure that it is a grounded extension cord, okay? Let's go here. Okay, now just want to turn it on and see if the plug is actually working. No, it isn't. Let me do the one underneath. I kind of knew that one of my outlets wasn't really working. Let's try this. There we go. Okay, good. So you can hear the fan running. That's awesome. And right now it shows that it's 13 degrees Celsius inside. And this is what our temperature is going to go to. Now, right now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to turn it off and set everything inside. So, oh, I still have my cookie in there. I did, okay, I fess up. You caught me. I did do, if you can believe it, I did a whole video and then realized some of my facts were wrong. So now I'm redoing the whole thing again. So anyway, so cookie. This is 370, so it's a white stoneware, and like I told you, 2 times honey flex, 1 time river birch, and I believe this one is slime time or green thumb, and we're going to put that right in there. And then I'm going to put cones in here. So now I know this is going to get hot, so I'm not going to waste my time by putting a cone 5 in there. I'm going to use a 6 and a 7. Waste my time. I mean, waste my cones. Okay, so that's a 6 and that's a 7. Great. Now I want them pointing away from my piece so that, yeah, that looks pretty good, hey? Yeah. Make sure there's some room on the side, on the back, clearance on the front. Good to go. Turn it on. Fan's running. Okay, so now this U means we're gonna start. So this will start flashing, means that you're allowed to start changing the temperature. We're gonna go straight up to as far as it will go. That's it, 1200, okay? And then we hit P to start it. And I'm going to time it and see how long it takes to get to temperature. So great, you know, I'm glaze firing this piece now, but if this is the only kiln you have, you need to be able to bisque fire in here. And that will be the next video. I've been watching Jeffrey Huebner from Huebner Pottery. That guy is so knowledgeable. He teaches ceramics and he is so willing to share his information. He has figured how to bisque fire in here, and I will be going back to check what he did. He holds it at 100 to really dry it out, and then something else. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, I'll do that after this video. It'll be how to bisque fire with this kiln. Okay. Okay, it's been 21 minutes and this has just reached the halfway mark, 600 degrees Celsius. So it's a rocket. Okay, it's at 11.99. Bingo! 1200. Yeah, sometimes it goes back and forth like that, but it hit 1200, so let's just turn it off. And let's look at the time. Okay, so that took 1 hour and 25 minutes to get to 1200 degrees Celsius. It's a fast little sucker. So what I'm going to do is let it cool down all day long. It's 10:30 a.m. right now, and we'll have a look at it tonight, and then I'll be putting in the next one to fire for another hour and a bit, and then let it cool off during the night. Okay, so the temperature now is 47 Celsius. I cracked it open at 80 Celsius, just a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Look at those cones. Yeah, it's okay. It's a little bit warm. So here we go. Not bad. I think it looks pretty good, but I can see that there's bloating. And that would make sense because it got mighty hot. You can see that here. Cone 6, cone 7. So it's too hot. Way over cone 7. I'm gonna bust the cookie. That's okay, I can use these for future cone packs. So what I'm going to do now is put another one in. And let's try it at 1140. I've seen a few people go to 1140. Okay, can I get that whole half a cookie in there? Stoneware 370, the white stoneware. And well, I didn't want it slanted at all though. Maybe I can get all three on that. Oh yeah, okay, so what we have here is a cone 7. Oh, for goodness sake. 6. And then we're going to put a 5 in there. And a 5. There we go. And this is away from the wall, got lots of clearance. There we go. Okay. So, oh, let's turn it on. Okay, you to start setting, and we're going to go down to 1140. Oh, 1140. Start. Okay. Keep an eye out and come back when it's 1140. Let's have a look at the mug. Let's see what the temperature is inside. 18 degrees Celsius. I wasn't worried. I'm just curious because it stayed out here all night cooling off. Okay. All right. Nice. So looking at it, let's make sure I got you in the frame here. Yeah. I don't see any bloating, which is really nice. This stroke and coat is called basketball. I see a little orange peeling right here. So who knows what that's, I mean, this goes pretty fast, so I'm not surprised in a way. Okay, and then here we have cone 5, and then 6, and then 7. So 140 Celsius looks pretty good for a cone 5. Going on to a cone 6. Here it is. Now I like a cone 6, a solid cone 6. So I'm going to put this in again. Not this in, just a minute. I am going to, okay, I thought it was kind of funny because this is called basketball and has orange peeling just like a basketball. And these I will label. I'll put them in here. So cookie, and like I said, I like it a little bit hotter. Might as well try it because we have another 370 mug. So cone 7, put that way back there, and cone 6. I'm filming here. And cone 5. Let's put that, because I have a handle now, so I'll get it. I think it might slump onto that handle back here, facing that way. And put cone 5 back here and cone 6 there. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, now I can do this. Perfect. And you want to make sure there's clearance here because this is padded a bit. Okay. Let's do it like that. Good. Okay, Duty, move out of the way. Move out of the way, Duty. Dude, get out of the way. Okay. All right, so that was 1140, and I am going to take it to, oh, let's turn it on. Let's just go to 1150. So I want to set the temperature and go up 10 degrees. 1150 looks good. Start. All right, so I'll come back when it hits 1150, turn it off, and then let it cool off for the day. Let's have a look. So I did crack this open to cool off, and so now inside it is 36 degrees Celsius. All right, good. I think that looks good. This is teal next time. I don't see any bloating, so that's good. And let's have a look at the cones. Okay, and they look good too. So this is 5 and 6, so that's definitely a good 6. And 7 is just starting to go over. So that is the temperature that I like. And that's nice to know that 1150 Celsius seems to work great. Now, I will do a shock test just to make sure everything is good. But so now the next mugs that I'm putting in are speckled. I think they're speckled. remember if they're 340 or 340S, whatever. But let's put a speckled mug in at 1150 because that's what I usually fire to, and see if there's any bloating or anything like that. Okay, so this is 7, and I'll put that back here. And then we have 6. 6 I'll put here, and 5 I'll put back there. Because we know for sure that's going to go down. Okay, and then we'll put this mug in, which I can see, I'm pretty sure it's speckled. Put that in there. And make sure we have good clearance. It's a little bit close here. So, oh, I got a crystal down here. Hang on. That's not going to work. Move it back a bit because of this padding on the door. All right. We will start that up. And of course now this is where we set the temperature, but I'm keeping it at 1150, so that's fine. And we will start it up, and at 1150 I will stop it and let it cool overnight. Good morning again. So let's have a look at the mug. Let's see what the temperature is inside there. I mean, it's been waiting all night, so it's 18 degrees. Let's open it up. Oh yeah, okay, it was speckled clay. I thought it was. Yeah, good. And just inspecting for any kind of bloating. I don't see any, so that looks good. And what do our cones look like? All right, this one is 5. It looks like it hit the side of the kiln. 5. And then this is 6. So that's the 6 I like. And then that's 7. So yeah, that's 1150 Celsius. And that's speckled clay, no bloating or anything. So I don't think that we need to do another mug. I think that's pretty good. You've seen a cone 5 and a cone 6 firing. Okay, let's just do a little comparison. So we started with 1200 Celsius. That's as high as the kiln can go. And the cone pack showed that it was very hot because we have a cone 6 and a cone 7. That's the cone 7. Too hot. And this was 370 clay, and it bloated. So right here, I can feel that there's bumps. So that's a no-go. This one I did 1140 because I'd seen some creators that have the kiln use 1140, and so it got a good cone 5 and bent the cone 6. Cone 7 is straight up, so that's a nice cone 5. There was a little orange peeling here, but who knows what that's from. Yeah, no bloating, nothing, and that's the white stoneware. I like a cone 6, so bumped it up 10 degrees to 1150 Celsius. And this is white stoneware. And we got a definite 5 and a definite 6, not so much a 7. So that's my perfect firing. And it looks great. No bloating. Awesome. But then, does it work on speckled clay? So here is cone 5, and it hit the side of the kiln. So it would have been right over. Cone 6, yeah, mostly over. 1150 Celsius, same as this one, speckled clay, and it worked great. There's no bloating. Awesome. So for me, 1150 Celsius, whatever clay I'm using, now I haven't tried a dark clay, but often in any of my firings. When I use my regular slow cool in my kiln, my regular scut kiln, I get no bloating with any of my chocolate clay or my speckled clay or groggy clay. So I'm assuming that when I use 1150 Celsius, it's going to work for speckled, dark, etc., etc. Okay, so I think that was a good comparison. My glasses again. I don't know if I should get transitions next time or not. I'm pleased, so that if you want to do a test, you can use that mini kiln for a test, and I love that. The next video, like I said, will be to bisque with that kiln, because if it's your only kiln, small batch potter at home, you do 1 mug at a time. I mean, look at me, I did 2 mugs each day. Hey, why not, you know? You're gonna need to bisque in that kiln. So the next video will be bisquing in that kiln, and then we'll be doing some other ones like image transfer and raku, because they asked me to, which forces me to do it, which I'm excited about. So I've already got the pieces thrown with the raku clay. No idea what I'm doing, but whatever. Okay, so I will link Jeff Huebner's pottery in the description below. Like I said, he teaches ceramics, and he is so knowledgeable and willing to share, and he's a hoot to watch. I think you're a hoot to watch, Jeff, right? So I've watched all of his videos, and we'll rewatch them again. Okay, so there will be a link below, also in the description, so that you can get a discount on the Vevor mini kiln if you feel it's a good fit for you. And if you found this video useful or any other videos useful and want to support my channel, then please subscribe. I would appreciate that very much. I appreciate every subscriber that I have. It's so nice to comment back and forth about pottery. Most of us are at home. We're not really talking to a lot of potters, so our comments and anything we do over social media is like our little family, and we have a great pottery community. So yeah, subscribe, like, share, all that great stuff. So okay, thanks for joining me. See you next time. Peace out.